What is going on, guys? Miles here, and welcome to my guide on how to unlock the new DLC weapons in Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. So yesterday a new event arrived in Call of Duty World War II called the Covert Storm, and this is a fairly short event. It only lasts until the 25th of September, so we have just under 3 weeks as this video comes out. But with this event, 2 new weapons were added into the game. We have the Proto X1, which is a submachine gun with a fairly small ammo clip, but it has pretty decent damage and a good rate of fire. And alongside this we have the VMG 1927, which is a light machine gun, but it's also kind of a rifle hybrid as well, because it has pretty good mobility as well as a pretty fast reload time. So as for the best way to unlock these weapons, the first thing I would recommend doing, if you guys haven't already, is to open up all of the supply drops which you saved up before this event began. Unfortunately, I didn't really save up many supply drops, so this wasn't really a help for me, but maybe for some of you guys out there, you could get really lucky and actually get one of these DLC weapons in a random supply drop which you saved up, which would be super helpful. So make sure you do that before doing the following steps. After this, we then want to look in the collections, because this is a really reliable way to actually unlock these weapons as long as you do it before the event ends on September the 25th. So bear that in mind if you're watching this video a few weeks after it's came out, because you might not actually be able to do this. But if we take a look at the prices of the items in the Covert Storm collections, the Proto X1 costs 22,275 armory credits. The VMG 1927 costs 18,400 armory credits, and for the 2 outfits, the Red Shadow outfit only costs 9,700, and finally the Spy Hunter outfit only costs 9,600. The Covert Storm DLC weapons are actually fairly cheap when you compare them to other DLC weapons which we've seen in the past, which tend to cost up to around 25,000 armory credits. But despite this, I'm still not going to buy out these weapons straight away, because I would rather save my armory credits and take like the more efficient route. So what I'm going to do is straight away buy every single cheap item in the Covert Storm collection, because a lot of these items cost only like 250 armory credits, so it should be very easy for you guys to buy these items, and you should only be spending around 5,000 credits to unlock 14 out of the 32 total items. But this is where it gets a little bit confusing, because usually at this point I would then go and farm the Covert Storm bribe supply drops via the daily orders by completing 35 games every single day. But to do this, I would need to get 18 of these bribe supply drops within 20 days before the event ends, which is very difficult to do so, especially when you consider the Black Ops 4 Blackout beta will be running during this event. So it's going to be very difficult to do that. And what I'm going to do instead is go back to the collections and buy some of the items which cost 2,000 armory credits. Now, the amount you buy is entirely up to you. It mainly depends on how many credits you currently have, as well as how much you're willing to grind this game during the event. But I would recommend buying around 5 or so of the items which cost 2,000 armory credits, which means you'll have to grind a lot less during this event. I think I bought around 5 of the items which cost 2,000 armory credits, so this means I only need to get 13 more items. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the daily orders guy and get the order where you need to complete 35 matches to get a Covert Storm bribe. And basically this bribe supply drop gives you a guaranteed item from the Covert Storm collection. So this means if I get one of these every single day, I will get the more expensive items in this collection, and I will save a bunch of armory credits. So I'm going to need to grind the game quite a lot, because I need to complete 35 matches 13 times, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to play Infected and I'm going to partially AFK it. And what I mean by that is, when I load into a game of Infected, as long as you throw your equipment, then you won't actually get kicked for inactivity in the game. So basically I'm going to be on my computer, and on the side I'll be playing Infected and pressing a few buttons every few minutes to grind out all of these matches. I would say it takes anywhere between 2 to 2.5 hours to grind out 35 games in Infected, so it is quite a long time, but it is fairly doable at the same time, and it is much faster than playing something like TDM or Domination. But there we have it, that is my guide on how to unlock the new Proto X1 as well as the VMG 1927, which were added to Call of Duty World War II yesterday in the Covert Storm event. Hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more, but I'll see you guys in another video.